we start hiding. We'll be running with the lions, lions. We'll be running with the lions, lions. They can't run, they can't hide. We won't stop until they're down. We'll be running with the lions, lions. Tell me, cause I'm looking out for you. This can't keep going on, no, cause you're not alone in this.
I saw you dancing like heavy smoke. Have you fixed that treasured heart that's on roll? Here isn't safe for me, give this a meaning. Do you wanna feel right when somebody's listening? Everyone's getting closer to the open someday. I'll set you free, I promise. There's no time to lose. The world is closing in, and we're still here. We are, so what's the ride? Feeling like a dream. Who will we be crying for tonight? We lost, but never found. Fear is not around. We can't turn this world around. Did we in the end of trees and as we know it? It will be the death of anger, 'cause we won't show it. It isn't safe for me, give this a meaning. Do you wanna feel alive when somebody's listening? Everybody's getting closer to the open someday. I'll set you free, I promise. There's no time to lose. The world is closing in, and we're still here. We are, so what's the ride? Feeling like a dream. Who will we be crying for tonight? We're lost, but never found. Fear is not around. We can't turn this world around.
What's going on, my boys? Welcome back to another episode of Duel Links. Today we're going to be getting right in there with these INZEKTOR monsters. Now, a lot of you guys have seen other people's videos and other people's deck profiles with this deck, and I've even seen some people using a skill called transistent crystals or whatever to utilize the ability to discard the INZEKTORs to the grave to get things moving with Crystal Regeki. Now, though that is a good strategy, I think that strategy is bricky, and I don't like that strategy. I also think that the strategy to summon Metamorphose Insect Queen is also bricky, and don't like that strategy, and this is why I came up with this version. So there's gonna be a forbidden limited list change, and then there's also gonna be a skill rebalancing. And what I think is pretty interesting is that they're gonna rebalance beatdown, which I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. You're gonna skill rebalance beatdown and make all monsters that are not level 5 or higher be effective for the boost, which I can understand. That would mean hazy monsters are primarily unaffected, but other decks, like Fur Hire, for example, are weakened because the little monsters with 16 attack, 800 attack, 1000 attack, 12 attack, those monsters won't get a boost from beatdown. So that actually limits the amount of damage your opponent can put out per turn. So I could definitely see a nerf like that being effective, but I kind of feel like they did this just because too many people use beatdown way too often. Now, me personally, I kind of feel like this is not that big of a nerf. I don't feel like this is going to be discouraging. If anything else, people might play the ties that bind a little more often. But other than the ties that bind, I think beatdown's going to be just fine. And it looks like we're going to limit Dyna Hero for Hire down to 1. And they're semi-limiting Dampa and Amazon's Baby Tiger to 2. Basically saying like you can have 2 of any card that is limited in your deck. So basically you can't have Econ. Well, you can have 1 Econ, 1 Amazon's Baby Tiger, or 1 Econ, 1 Dampa, but you can't have 2 Dampas in the deck now. So I think that that's pretty interesting. Or if you do have 2 Dampas, you can't have the Econs or whatever else. So I think that's pretty interesting. Will this actually affect the game? I don't know. I kind of feel like taking out Dampa and reducing it is just going to make people run the one that destroys back row or face down monsters instead. That's what I would do. I would just, oh, I can't use a Dampa, I replace it with the other one. I only played, I believe I played 2 and 2, or sometimes I played 3 and 2, but it's really interesting. I see that they're going to be doing this, and they updated this on my birthday, which was August 15th, which I think that was pretty interesting. So I don't know. Also, Amazon's Baby Tiger is being put on this semi-limited. I feel like Amazon's Baby Tiger should be banned, or Amazon's Onslaught should be the one, or Onslaught should be nerfed out of the meta. Because honestly, I don't care what anybody has to say about Fur Hire or any other deck. There's no other deck in this game, in this meta, that is as powerful as Amazoness in the ways that it is powerful. The only thing that's close to that is Spellbooks, and Spellbooks are pretty much one of the strongest decks that we have in the format. Konami's not touching it or nerfing it. I don't know why, but decks that allow you to set up on the first turn and is so oppressive to your opponent on the second turn, is just like, come on, man. Konami does nothing for that, but they went ahead and nuked these furries. And to be 100% fair, the new cards that have come out have been consistently good, I've found, against Fur Hire. So if anything else, the deck to beat is Amazoness, Spellbooks, and Silence Magician. So is what it is from my standpoint. So let's talk about the secret tilt, my boys. Let's talk about this deck, because I'm afraid that you don't know much about it. Now, I think that people don't know a lot about this deck because I never see it played ever. And I'm playing it a lot because I've unlocked the true secrets of the deck. Now, the first thing I had to learn was getting rid of Metamorphose Insect Queen. That was the first thing I had to get out of my head. A lot of folks play Metamorphose Insect Queen, and I think it's a great card. Don't get me wrong, but what it turns out to be 9 times out of 10 is a brick. Because it can't be normal summoned or set, and it must be special summoned by a card effect. So right there, you just got a level 7 Insect Earth Brick Mama. Unless this card is special summoned, it's useless. So if you draw it on the first turn, you're just screwed. So I stopped playing it because, of course, I drew it on the first turn every single game, and I never got any rest on it. And the couple games that I did get to summon it, the summoning of this monster was inconsequential. So I learned to play without having this card at my disposal, which taught me how to play this deck in Honest. So the key to the deck is this: INZEKTOR Centipede. Now, I only had 2 of these for a little while, and I was trying to play the deck with 2, and it worked okay, but you need 3. It says once per turn, you can equip an INZEKTOR monster from your hand or graveyard If the equipped card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to this card, except during the damage step, you can add an INZEKTOR monster from your deck to the hand. While this card is equipped, the monster's level is increased by 3. Now notice that it does not say once per turn. Now when you equip your monster or whatever you equip to this card, if you destroy the card, you get to do a search. So the perfect combo is to use INZEKTOR Centipede, equip it with Giga Mantis, play Parallel Twister, twist this beast right on out of here to destroy a card. Once you destroy a card, this effect triggers, allowing you to search the deck for yet another INZEKTOR beast or INZEKTOR spell, and then you use the right combination to either give yourself advantage or win the game in the first turn. It's just that simple. Now, this is the type of deck that rewards good gameplay, just good play of the cards. If you know how the cards work and play them correctly, you can pull off some fantastic wins, but you have to learn this deck through and through, but that's what I'm here for. Now, let me show you another combo card with this deck. Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. This card is mass change, but for insects. If you didn't know, it says tribute 1 insect monster from either field. 1 insect monster from either field, equipped with an equipped card, and if you do, special summon 1 insect monster from your deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. During the main phase, you can banish this card from the graveyard and target an insect, shuffle that insect back into the deck, and draw a card. This card is amazing for 2 reasons. Number 1, it doesn't banish your bugs. You know, by putting it back in the deck, it helps you to recycle, but also it lets you get a good draw going. Now, if you get to draw, your main draw is to draw into the INZEKTOR Sword or to draw into Treacherous Trap. You kind of want to do that at the end of your combo, but that's not the reason why this card is so good and so interesting. This card is good because it allows you to special summon a monster in battle and get off an additional attack. Also, this card is really good because you can use it to bring out INZEKTOR Centipede, and when INZEKTOR Centipede hits the field, you can do anything. Now, the best thing about this card too is if you open up in a hand and you Parallel Twister in this, there's nothing wrong with Parallel Twister in this card then using it later to draw a card. It's just the perfect card in this deck. Parallel Twister is the perfect combination. So you already know this card says send 1 spell or trap you control to the graveyard, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. So easy target, any INZEKTOR equipped to any other INZEKTOR, easy target. Now this card here is another one that you want to keep in mind and think about. INZEKTOR Sword Zekcalibur. This card is incredible. 800 attack point boost and defense boost to all INZEKTOR monsters, and when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 INZEKTOR monster in the grave and add it to your hand. So your perfect combination is to bring out this boy, Parallel Twist off of a monster, search your deck for this, equip it to this, attack, bam, you know, whatever else you need to do, just equip this with this, and once he dies, you get it right back. It's fantastic. And here is the killer part of the deck. Now, I just showed you all these things about how the deck flows, how it works, how it's so optimizable, how you can use it to basically toolbox your opponent out. Let me show you some tools. Now, here's the number 1 bread butter card, INZEKTOR Hopper. This card is the best card because it allows you to attack your opponent's life points directly. No drawback, no hiccups, just attack them directly after you activate this effect and send him to the graveyard. So the cool combo is, let's say I didn't start out with INZEKTOR Hopper. Let's say I started out with an INZEKTOR Earwig and INZEKTOR Giga Cricket. I can summon Earwig. Earwig's effect to equip Cricket. Cricket's equipped to Earwig activates Cocoon of Ultra Evolution, sending Earwig and Cricket to the grave. Earwig and Cricket go to the grave, special summon INZEKTOR Centipede. INZEKTOR Centipede's effect activates, equipping Earwig, Parallel Twister off the Earwig, search deck again for INZEKTOR Centipede, power boost onto my INZEKTOR Centipede, and then I go in the deck to grab either INZEKTOR Hopper or INZEKTOR Gigamantis. But let's say our opponent just has 1,000 life points left, and that's way more than enough to win the game here. But let's just say my opponent had 1,000 life points left. Now I search my deck for INZEKTOR Gigamagnus. INZEKTOR Gigamagnus, equip it to this boy, send him to the grave. Now this card can attack directly, but since a card was sent to the grave while equipped to this, search my deck again, equip it with this or this, and come direct. It's absolutely disgusting. You saw those types of moves in the preview, and you saw those types of moves probably coming up pretty soon here. So that's pretty much the entire deck. INZEKTOR Hopper is our main way to handle Amazonas, and is honestly the only way we can handle Amazonas, because Amazonas gets to banishing. It can really be a problem for this deck. Same with spellbooks. Get to banishing, it could be a problem for this deck. But everybody else holds L to this deck because it has back row removal, monster removal, attacks directly, really big monsters, destruction. It has absolutely everything combined with the tides that tilt. And I didn't have a fusion deck set up because ironically, the fusion monsters aren't insects. There are no insect fusion monsters. But even so, I'm still gonna put some fusions here just so it's not an easy time for my opponent to figure out what it is that I'm playing. Actually, what I'm gonna put is some D heroes, because that's what this deck is more like. It's very similar to D heroes, because with this card it really opens up that big play for that finishing move, just like Mass Change. So yeah, this is a pretty spicy deck, my boys. Now I'm just going through playing Legend rank. I've been tilting really hard with this deck. Again, the only decks that I've really lost to are Amazonas and one Spellbook. But to be 100% fair, you know, Amazonas is Amazonas, you know. You kind of gotta have the hand to defeat Amazonas, and that's the hand that's gonna let you attack direct for a ton of tilted damage. But you gotta have that on first turn, and I don't have it on first turn every game. So this is a really good opening hand right here. If we can get Parallel Twister, that'll make it even better. But I love this hand. Oh, a direct attack? Don't mind if I do. Let's do it right, boys. Parallel twist. Earwig. Centipede. Let's go get this boy. Mantis. Boy. Set a card face down. The tides that tilt. Coming over. 35. I'm not done yet. Boy. Come forth. Attack my beast. Yes. Don't leave your field open for me. These INZEKTORs will get you out of here. They'll pack your lunch. Disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What even was he playing? What deck are you playing? Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. You missed. Go home. You had one chance. You failed. Yes. Go home, spellbooks. You're drunk. Another dude from Japan. What's he gonna be playing? Probably old Mama's. I'm going second, so that's pretty good. I always love going second with this deck. Land of Ojamas, okay. So we're gonna be able to get a permanent boost. I don't really want that. We really need Cocoon of Evolution or to draw the the other monster, Centipede, ripped his hand. But it's okay though. I mean, it's not terrible, but it could be better. It's a lot of destruction options. So he played this and searches. Wow. Wait, did he play that in his draw phase or something? What? Wait, what? What's going on, bro? What? No way. What's going on? Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's give him something. Let's give it to him. Ultra Cocoon of Evolution. INZEKTOR Centipede! Centipede effect activates. Parallel twist. Ha! Be gone. Boosted. Boy. I'm gonna get the blade because in case I lose him, I want to be able to summon him back. Boy. Ultra Cocoon of Evolution. I return him to the dough. Okay. The tide's the tilt. 35. Yeah. Yes. I fucking love it, bro. I love it. I love it. Mm-hmm. Main phase. End phase. Yeah. I'm not even gonna do it. I could do it, but I'm not. I'm definitely, you know I gotta do it to her. Here we go. You know I gotta do it to her. Boy. Boy. INZEKTOR Centipede. Boy. INZEKTOR Giga Magnus. Equip this boy. The tide's the tilt. Battle ya. Direct attack, my beast. Too much spice. Too much spice. Y'all get out there and enjoy this INZEKTOR deck, my boy. These INZEKTOR heroes is the new secret tilt that only true duelists can access.